Hey guys, welcome to my page. I am so excited to bring this yummy treat to you because I found that it is like super filling and just the right amount of sweet but not too much, and it's also pretty healthy for you because I'm gonna add a few things to it to make it that way. All right, so have you ever heard of fat bombs? If not, well then let's talk about fat bombs, right? So if you're doing intermittent fasting, you wanna be aware of like what can take you out of a fast and what can keep you in a fast. And so if you have a fat bomb, then basically you will usually be taken out of ketosis, which is part of like the intermittent fasting. And you want to try to stay in ketosis. So make sure if you have a fat bomb that you're using this as a treat, just to kind of like give you something a little bit healthier than some type of a like Hershey's chocolate kiss or something like that. Or if you're doing it because you're on a high fat, low carb diet, then you want to use these to basically break your fast. Or you can use them to basically as a little treat later on in the day, okay? So we're gonna talk about these basic fat bombs, all right? So here we go. We're gonna make them super easy. We're gonna start off with a 1/4 cup of coconut oil. All right, so I'm gonna just portion this out right here. And feel free to like, if you're here live, catching me live, you can hit the like button or the little heart button so where I can know that you're here live. And if you want to tell me where you're from, that would be great too in the comment section. I have my iPad on so I can kind of see the comments. So if you have any questions, that would be great. Okay, so that's a 1/4 cup of the coconut oil. And so I have to warm everything up and kind of get it to mix together. So let me turn my stove on. All right, I'm just gonna kind of put it on low. All right, and then this is coconut manna, which is it's like coconut butter. So you can find this at Whole Foods or you can find it online. Amazon has it too, and this is really yummy as well. I can just like eat this by the spoonful, really, to tell you the truth. But I went ahead and sat this in some warm water, so it's pretty much melted already. So you're gonna do a 1/4 cup of the coconut butter as well. And it takes no time to do these, y'all. The longest part to wait is just them freezing up, but they are so good. You can pack these. I'm gonna go ahead and add chocolate to these as well, but if you don't want them to melt, then you wouldn't necessarily add the chocolate. But I'm just gonna put like a few little chocolate morsels in them. This is a Lily's dark chocolate. It's basically stevia sweetened 55% cacao, vegan, non-GMO. And oh, by the way, in case you're new to this page, my name is Missy, and I am a health and fitness coach, and I have been into fitness for years and years, probably, I guess my daughter's 27, so about 27 years. And I started working out right after she was born to get that baby fat off. And of course, you know, I learned as I was soon to be going through a divorce that it sure did help with anxiety and just dealing with life as a single mom whenever she was like 5.5 months old. Yep, moved back in with my mom and dad. I was in nursing school, or I was getting ready to be in the clinical part of nursing school. I was still doing my academics, and I was also driving an hour to and from work. So if anybody knows what it takes to fit in fitness into a busy life, that would be me. Been there, done that, and so I've incorporated a whole bunch of habits that I love to share on this page with you guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of almond butter. And this almond butter is super yummy. It's non-GMO. I didn't get the organic one because it kind of jacked up the price a lot for organic almonds, to be quite honest. And so I didn't do that this time with the brands that I was looking at. It was a little bit pricey. So I stuck with the $11 a bottle or $11 a jar variety. All right, so we turn this a little lower. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but it's all melting. Hey guys. Hey Vicki. Hey Mackenzie. Hey Mark. And I think Terry was on here. Hey. Welcome. I'm so glad y'all are here. If you have any questions, please post them below. And I will do my best to answer them. See how liquidy it is? It is like super, oops. I kind of spilled it on the floor, but that's okay. Just a tiny bit. A few drops won't hurt anything, right? All right, so that is super liquidy. So that's as quick, it's so quick to do this. Hey Jenny, how are you? All right, so now I'm just going to basically spoon it evenly onto these little silicone cups, muffin cups, and these are the regular size. So you can get the mini ones as well. And you can order those on Amazon for like $4, and then they're just reusable. Or you can just use the regular paper ones, and if you have a muffin tin, you can just line your muffin tin with the paper ones, and that should work just fine. But this is super liquidy, so I'm gonna give it a second. All right, so then I'm going to just eyeball this. And I'm filling it up about halfway, guys. Oops. And it should take care of all 8. Yep, just like that. All right, and now for the good stuff. All right, so this would be a basic fat bomb recipe, guys, but I am going to add a few things to it, a few ingredients, just to make it kind of fun before I put it in the fridge, okay? So let's see, I am going to add a little bit of brown flaxseed, and so, let's see, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit in here, and so it's melted, so it's gonna go inside of the little fat bomb, all right? So whenever I'm gonna take a bite, it'll have these little flax seeds in it, okay? And these are super nutritious. These are organic. I got these at Whole Foods, but you can get them pretty much anywhere, or if you live in a remote area, Amazon has this readily available for you guys, so please make sure you look into that. And this is like 10 grams of fat per 2 tablespoons, and so I didn't even put a tablespoon in all of these, so minimal fat. All right, and then here's some chia seeds. All right, so we want to try to add all of these awesome ingredients because this is going to help us feel better. It's going to give you more energy. It's going to help you feel a little bit more full. Even though the healthy fats that are in the almond butter and the coconut butter and the coconut oil are going to do that as well. But this is just going to kind of give it a little bit of texture that's really good. All right, and then these are raw shelled pumpkin seeds, and I'm excited about this one because I haven't tried them with this, but I've heard they are really good, and I've seen some recipes on Pinterest, and so I was like, well, why don't I just add them to my own, and that'll make my life so much easier. And so this is about a tablespoon, and I just kind of spread a few of them, about a tablespoon all over each one, okay? All right, oh yeah, and then some sunflower seeds. And this is, they were raw shell pumpkin seeds, so not roasted, no salt on them. This is sunflower seeds, the sunflower kernels that are roasted and unsalted. So I don't want to add any extra salt to anything, other than I will do a little sprinkling of salt in a second, you'll see, with my Himalayan salt. But again, just like a tablespoon. And this is gonna give like a little crunch factor. Now the cool thing about this is that you can get creative and you can layer this, but I don't have time with you guys to go live and do a layering effect, because I would have to put these in the freezer, as I will do in a minute, and then they will harden up, and then I would have to take them out, and then I would put like a chocolate layer on them. I would melt some of these chocolate chips. So this way, I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle them on the top, and it's gonna give me my little bit of chocolate fix. And as you can see, I'm maybe putting, there's like 3 or 4 going in. That's about it. That's all you need, really, just to kind of give a little chocolate. Oops, okay. All right, and oops, let me get my pink Himalayan sea salt, and I'm just gonna put this on top. I need to fill this up, okay. And that is it. How easy is that, right? Okay, and so now I am going to get this over to the freezer, so hang tight and I'll be right back. I laugh every time that I go to my freezer, because I'm like thinking, they are full-sized, Mark. They're like a full-sized, I mean, yeah. Let me look at them. They're kind of in between, to be honest, because they're not a regular size and they're not a mini. So they're about a medium size. So I don't think there's a medium size that you can buy like in regular chips. So just, but they don't say, it just says premium baking chips. Good question, thanks. And they're non-GMO, I think I said that, and they're vegan. So anyway, that's pretty good. But it always it always cracks me up whenever I'm doing this and I'm putting something in the freezer, because you know on Martha Stewart how everything's like pristine, or like on HGTV and the home cooking shows are like, oh, we're gonna go to the freezer or the refrigerator, and we're gonna open it up and it's like clean, clean, clean. Well, it's a good thing I don't have a camera crew over here, because they would have followed me there, and I'm like, oh gosh, let me just make sure it'll be steady and it won't fall anywhere. But you know, hey, this is live, right? All right, but I hope you guys got a little taste of like these fat bombs, and to see how yummy, and look how quick it is. I mean, they're gonna freeze for like maybe 20 minutes and then they're gonna be done. And so what I will do after they're done, I won't keep you for 20 minutes, right, Patty? Exactly. I won't, basically I will, I'll individually put them in little bags. So I'll take them out and I'll put them in these little snack bags. And so I'll have one in each little snack bag. That way I'll have them in the freezer, and you keep them in the freezer, and, you put it, and you basically, I'll just I'll either keep them all single, or I'll put them in like another baggie and have them like as a batch. So I have 8 of them, and you can have like 1 to 2 a day. If you're just getting started on like a high fat, low carb diet, you know, or a ketogenic diet, what have you, you can, you know, to get started, you might have 2 a day. Once you get into ketosis, you will probably just need like 1 a day. And it's just a good little sweet treat, and some days you might not even need any. So it's totally up to you. 4, Patty. Well, you know, there is that. Sometimes, you know, we have to eat 4, and that might happen, because I'm not gonna say it's hey, it's better than eating like 2 Twix bars, right? That's what I say anyway. But anyway, so just know that these are super easy, and you can add to them, add different things to them. I made peppermint patty ones that were thebomb.com. Seriously, like so yummy. It was like layered, and of course that's like a process. So you have to do the chocolate part first, and then you do the peppermint part, and then you do the chocolate on top. And I promise you, it is just like a peppermint patty, which is one of my favorite one of my favorite. I wish I could create a Twix bar, because Twix is like my favorite go-to recipe. Well, my favorite go-to candy bar back in the day whenever I ate it. I don't think I've had one in like 2 years. But anyway, much less a peppermint patty. But it doesn't matter, because you know, we can have something like this and you can satisfy that sweet tooth, because sometimes it's just your hormones that are craving something, and maybe you're going through something, you know, at home, and there is like some kind of an emotional trigger that's happening, and you need that little that little sweet item, or sweet, you know, you need to fix that sweet tooth, I guess you could say. Some people have like cravings for, you know, salty stuff, chips and stuff. I'm not that girl. That's not me. I'm a chocolate girl. And so if this helps me, then I'm going to have chocolate. Usually I have a superfood shake every day, and that holds me over, and I don't have any cravings. But there are times, especially during times of the month, or whenever I am phasing my diet and I'm going into intermittent fasting and ketosis, and I phase my diet every 4 weeks, and so I need to have something that is a high-fat meal, basically, or a high-fat treat, and this helps me to have that, right? So anyway, thank you guys for joining. If you want to have notifications of these videos that I'm doing, go ahead and in the post for this video, there's 3 little dots in the top right-hand corner. If you click on that, you can save this video so you can see how I made these, and for future reference, or if you haven't seen the whole thing, you want to catch it later, that's fine. And then also it says notifications, like for videos. And so make sure that you click on that. That way you can see whenever I go live, because as you can tell, you may have not gotten a notification that I was going live. And so I don't want you to miss these videos. They're fun to do. I mean, we have fun. They're going to get a lot funner. A lot more fun, maybe? Okay, sorry. But anyway, so just know that, and I'm excited about bringing this all to you guys. And yes, today is Tasty Tuesday, and it was a treat day, and we had a little fat bomb, and there's always something fun about that. But also, wait, before I go, let me tell you about this little hack that I did. I did it on, I showed people last night that I came home from the grocery store, and I had gotten this almond butter. And if you know about natural almond butter and natural peanut butter, there's always that oil layer at the top. And so some people think, oh my gosh, do I need to throw that away like whenever you open it up? No. You need all that oil, because that's what holds the moisture in, and that's good fats. It's just that it floated up to the top in the settlement process, okay? And this is with the natural, like almond butter and peanut butter, that I highly recommend. I don't recommend the other stuff like Jif and all that, because that has too much sugar, too much palm oil, too much salt. Not good. They have other chemicals in there that you don't need. All right, so basically you want to just make sure whenever you get home, you don't open it up or anything. You just flip it upside down and you leave it on the counter overnight. I left it on the counter for like 16 hours probably, because I got to the grocery store late last night and came home late. So probably 16 hours. And so whenever I tipped it over, it was the best thing, because it took me literally maybe a minute to stir it, because it was all like, it was goopy, and basically I just took my knife and I totally stirred it, and it was super easy. So just remember that the next time you're like, I don't like that natural peanut butter or that natural almond butter, and I don't want to buy it because it's a hot mess, because it is. Like if you start stirring that whenever it is just the oil at the top, trust me, it's everywhere. It's over the top, it's falling, it's oozing out. And so you don't want to do that. That's too much trouble. You want to make healthy eating fun and easy, right? And so if I can help you with a little tip and a little hack, let's do that. All right. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day or a great evening, because today's almost over. And I will talk to y'all soon. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.